Okay, yo, I'm not sure about the title, but what I'm gonna do is just tell you guys about a little story about one of my stupidest moments in college. I mean, I would say it's a stupid moment, but it's not really a stupid moment. You know what? It's a dumb moment that I had. I was more of the nerdy kid in class, and you know, I was on my stuff. I was always punctual, never late, and that. And then college came around, I really hated it, and you know, I still went to my classes on time and stuff, but I just did not enjoy it one bit. That being said, there's this one teacher who usually is not too bad, and she's never really had a problem with me. And there was this one day where I must have had only maybe one class that day, so I had really no excuse being late, and it was around maybe 3 o'clock it started. And yeah, I basically had a dentist appointment. And this dentist appointment, usually whenever I have some sort of dentist appointment, I just take the whole day off because I just can't be bothered going in, you know. I'm like, yeah, 10-minute checkup, I can't go to college today. For some reason I thought, you know what, let me just go to the class, and I had my appointment and I was running a bit late. Got into the college and I ran into my form tutor, and she started talking to me for about maybe 20-30 minutes. Keep in mind, at this point I was only about a couple minutes late for my class, and I ran into my form tutor. She was talking to me for about 20-30 minutes about my attendance and that for this particular class. For some reason, I don't know why, she was saying that I've been, you know, missing a lot of classes when the woman doesn't even do the register. That's besides the point. But yeah, she's holding me up. I'm telling her, listen, I'm late for the class that you're talking to me about, let me go. And then she's like, no, you gotta listen to this and that and that and this and that. Long story short, 20 minutes go by and I start rolling up to the class. At this point, on my way there, I'm thinking, you know, why am I even going there? There's literally no point. I mean, if I go in now, I'm gonna get grilled anyway, let me just go home. But I was like, yo, I need my education, let me do this. So I went there and I roll up in class. I was being really slow, not mentally. I was just moving super slow. I knock on the door and she looks at me, she's like, oh, you're late. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, miss, I had a dentist appointment. And I just ran into my form tutor talking to me about my attendance. And she looks at me, like, what? Talking to you about your attendance, you're half an hour late for my class. And I was like, yeah, I know, miss, there's nothing I could have done. I then end up walking towards my seat, and now keep in mind, as I said before, I'm moving really slow, so I'm just walking and I'm taking ages. And you know, the class is quite small and there's a full class, so it's like really hard to kind of squeeze in between people and get to your seat. And because there's a lot of people there, my table was full and there was one seat left, and I go to the space after, you know, I'm walking slowly, everyone's just staring at me, the class is at a stop, everyone's looking at me, and then I'm just like, oh shit, trying to squeeze through, yeah. And then I have my jacket on, my bag on, I have like another bag in my hand, and I'm just like, yeah, let me just get to my seat, sit down, end of. I get to the space where I sit and there's no chair. Somehow there's no chair, and there's no chair, and I'm like, oh my god. I was looking around like there's no chair, and she's like, oh, you need to go get one from the other class. So now, I mean, I put my bag down. I didn't take off the bag that I had on my back for some reason, I don't know why, and I still have my jacket on. So now I am walking back through the class, squeezing through everyone, wasting more time. Everyone is still looking at me. The teacher hasn't started because I haven't sat down yet. So yeah, I go to the next class, knock on the door, grab a chair, and now I got to come back into the class and sit down. So I'm here with my bag and jacket on, holding this chair, like holding it above people, trying to squeeze through and God knows what. And yeah, it was like the longest 5 minutes of my life. I'm on my way, I'm almost there, and she's like, can you please hurry it up? And she's like, hurry up. And then people are like, oh, they're getting annoyed that I'm walking past constantly, yeah. But there's nothing I could have done it. So I eventually get to my seat, sit down, boom. And that's like another maybe 10 minutes go by. And I'm here, you know, I'm like, thank God, I've sat down, we can continue, put this behind us. And about 10-15 minutes later, and for some reason, my eyes just gravitate towards the clock. I don't know what it was, yeah, but that time, I mean, this lesson just, I couldn't do it. I don't know why it came in. So my eyes were just constantly looking at the clock, we're like, oh, when's this class gonna finish? And then the teacher sees me doing this, and she's probably thinking in her head like, this guy comes late, yeah, and it's only been 10 minutes and he's already looking at the clock trying to leave. Yeah, and for like another half an hour I'm just looking at the clock every now and then, and the teacher catches me a few times, and she and she calls me out on it. She calls me out in front of the class. She's like, why are you looking at the clock for? You've been late. Yeah, you ain't got no right to look at the clock. And I'm there like, oh shit. I'm like, oh crap. She's like, stand up. And then I stand up and she's shouting at me like, oh, you do this, you do. I don't know. I told her I don't know why I'm looking at the clock. And then she's like, you better stop. So then yeah, I sit down, she's continuing to teach and I'm still looking at the clock. And the bad thing is, yeah, the clock is right on top of where the teacher sits, or like where her desk is. So I mean, she knows if someone's not looking at her because your eyes are going to be up. Yeah, it was mad. And then she caught me a couple more times and she told me to stay back after the class. So the class finishes, everyone's going, I try and sneak out, but obviously it doesn't work. And she's like, oh no, you need to sit down. And I'm like, okay. So I stay sitting, everyone leaves. She comes up to me and now she's giving me a lecture about, you know, sort of respect and, you know, oh, you come into my class late. I just tried to fight my corner really. And during this time, I don't know what happened to me, but my eyes were still stuck on the clock. Like, she's right in front of my face. Like, she's like here. I'm just like... And she's talking to me about this whole situation, like constantly staring at the clock. That's so rude, you shouldn't be doing that. But as she's saying that, my eyes are just automatically going up. So halfway through, she catches me. She's like, you're still looking at the clock. And she was getting super pissed at this point, and I just didn't know what to do. And for some, I was fighting the urge so much to stop looking at it. I couldn't take my eyes off this clock. Yeah, I was just like, wow, that really happened. Yeah, I leave the class and my this is like the worst day of my life. And yeah, I then walk into sort of the community area, which we call the Link, and it's basically just where everyone kind of socializes between classes. So I was just hanging around there. I was about to go home, so I'm on my way towards the exit and my form tutor walks past me again.
Hey, there's a bullshit.
Yeah, so then she gave me like another 10-minute talk, and I'm just like, because the thing is, they know that, you know, I'm not this kind of student, so when it does happen, they're just like, bruv, this is wrong. Yeah, I need to sort you out, kind of thing, innit? But yeah, that happened. Looking at the clock, getting screwed at while looking at the clock, coming late to a lesson that I shouldn't have even bothered to come to, all this drama for no reason, and it's just like, whatever, man.
Hey, I'ma get the fuck up out of here. This shit, I'm out.
Yeah, so that's my story. Honestly, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I don't know, it's a really stupid moment. I told one of my friends the other day, like, and then he just thought it was the dumbest thing ever, and I myself thought it was the dumbest thing ever, because I mean, it was so stupid what happened, but yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, that's my college dumb moment. It's not, that's what you mean what I'm saying. It's not really a dumb moment, but like, it's just dumb. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.